Hi everyone, welcome back to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and today I'm doing a stickering video. I've got the two-part Toyhax Reprolabels set for Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Skytread or Flywheels, whichever one you want to call them. Right here, I've got my two figures. This is my new setup, so I'm still learning kind of my space. I know, looking back on my my Siege Megatron video from that I recorded yesterday, but that you guys saw last week, I was kind of far away, so I've lowered in and brought the camera a little closer to see if that helps. And let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with the plane. And this will actually, with the new camera, hopefully it'll be all one take, and we'll see how it goes. So no need for any cuts or anything. So we are going to start with our wing stickers, which I think they've split. The plane stickers are all over here, the tank stickers are all over here, which is pretty nice. And we can start with sticker number 6. And I've got a screen over to my side. Before I know all my videos, I was looking at the Toyhax website on camera. Since my computer is not over on this side, I've got it somewhere else, and I think it's going to work. So starting out, this goes on this panel here, and the key is to make sure that you don't get any sticker into this hinge to help your sticker survivability. There we go. And since this is more of like a stickering video slash vlog instead of a toy discussion, I would love, as you guys are, checking my stuff out, some feedback on what I can do to improve what I'm doing. I'm having a lot of fun making the videos and talking about my toys, but if anyone has any advice on, camera setup, I know I need to get like a DSLR camera. That's the first step. Does this look better than my old setup? Is there anything I can change or improve? All the feedback is very much appreciated. Then we've got, it looks like sticker number 7. And it's basically adding a lot of this, I don't know what you'd call that. It's not fluorescent, but it is a very bright, shiny purple detail onto the figure, which I like. And this just travels along the wing tip here, sitting behind that gold detail. And I'm a big fan. It kind of reminds me, it's not as hot pink, but it reminds me of the War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron label sets that Toyhax did to kind of add in the like hot pink lighting. Because those characters in the games had so many, they had so many lights on their bodies to kind of give it a visually distinct flair, and the stickers try to mimic that. And I like the way those worked for the most part. There we go. And already, I mean, these guys, it's a pretty standard Skytread maroon color. So I appreciate the detail that's getting added onto the figure. The next one I want to add is going to be number 5, which I think is this guy. Grab it up here. Sits right on each side of the cockpit. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the new setup. And I know I announced the new setup and I was like, hey, here's what I'm going to do. The next thing I'm going to do is Takara Legends God Bomber. I'm still figuring out, one, the space around that figure, this table, and 2, the figure itself. I love it, but it's a little finicky. What else we got? Number 9. Number 9 looks like it is these guys. I still wish one of my complaints about the Toyhax sets is they're numbering on their instructions, but they're not numbering on the sheets, and that's annoying. Adding a little bit of gold on the wings. But overall, I got, so for the siege line so far, the two sets I picked up are flywheels and there we go, the Micromaster Wave ones, and I'm pretty excited about those guys. I don't think I'm gonna pick up the COG set, just because COG is probably not gonna stay G1 colored COG forever. I want to repaint that figure at some point into Brave Maximus colors. And then I've got a bunch of stickers that I need to put on the tail. I've got 10 and 11 back here. But yeah, so phase, bumped the mic. Phase, I don't know what phase this is of me figuring out my recording setup. But the first phase of the Nook, I think, is going pretty well as I'm learning my new process and getting everything set up. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I got the camera that I was struggling with in earlier videos working, so it's not shutting down every 3 minutes. But the problem is the screen, and this is number 11. I can't see what I'm recording until afterwards, so it's taken more takes than average. So I might switch back to my phone. We'll see as I'm figuring it all out. Both sides of the tail. How's everyone else been doing? I hope everyone's been having a good time. It's been pretty busy for me. Very close on finishing up my master's degree. Just gotta cross that finish line. Okay, what do I have left on the sheet? I've got sticker number 8. Oh, this is interesting. I guess it might be like engine exhaust. It sits back here. Maybe that's what that's supposed to be. Like a weird shaped jet engine exhaust. They made an oval jet engine for some reason. But yeah, besides the numbering thing, like, I think this set just looks great. I mean, look at how much more visually interesting the plane is now. I don't know where these are. So that's eyes. I'm not going to mess with eyes. We will change views. Oh, these are alternates if I wanted Decepticon symbols up here. These are number 3 and 2. I don't see them on the plane, so for now I think that is the plane and we'll move on to our tank mode. But yeah, I mean, I really like the way that looks. So then coming on to our tank, starting out, we've got stickers 12 and 13 right here that are going on the big sides of the treads. It looks like they're covering up a little bit of that battle damage, which I'm happy with. Now that I have gotten the leaders in hand, I don't like the battle damage. It looks good on Skytread and Skytread only so far. Everyone else, I haven't really been happy with the way it looks, especially Ultra Magnus. It just looks like someone smeared paint on him and doesn't look great. But I'll talk about Shockwave and Ultra Magnus pretty soon, I think. So that is number 12. Then we've got number 13, and it looks like these are what do you call? Maybe a military guy knows. I'm not super into tanks, but they have like explosive armor, ablative armor, where it's designed that on impact it blows and it lessens concussive impact against the actual tank armor beneath the ablative plates. Is that what they're called? 14 looks like it is just these teeny tiny purpley pink. What would you call this color? Is this purple to you? Is this pink? It sits like right on the edge of purple for me. It's pretty purple, but then you get like a little shine on it and it becomes very pink. There we go. And on the other side, the nice thing about this camera is I don't have to stop for multiple takes or cut, and that'll make the editing a little easier. And then we've got 15, which I actually, looking at my screen, I can't tell what 15 is supposed to be. Is it... Let me take a look here. We'll skip 15 for now and see what's left. Then we can come up to the front of the tank. Take out those cannons. This guy, oh, actually this doesn't go on front. This goes right on top. There must be another purple piece that goes on the front. There we go. But I very much like the way that looks. And even though it's over some greeble detail, I think Skytread has the right amount of greebling balance. Like it's not too much, and the stickers fit around the greeble really, really well. This sheet has been cut very nicely. I know Reprolabels was struggling with a printing and cutting issue a while back, but this looks terrific. There we go. That was number 18. And then 16 sits up front. Gives it like a electrical control panel detail. There we go. Can open this guy up. Sit it. Let's see. Right inside. And these are symmetrical, so you can put the electrical detail parts in kind of whatever order you would like. Should change the way I grab those. There we go. That's not like, I don't know, I feel like where that's located, the effect is kind of minimal. You don't see it from most angles, but maybe that's referencing some G1 detail that I had never really paid attention to. Speaking of like weird stuff that I never really paid attention to, how about last week's Siege Combat Megatron? When they first announced that Megatron, I thought they announced like G2 Megatron, and I was super excited for the green and purple repaint. I think that's the very first Transformers toy I ever had. I was really little when that came out, but I had that guy, and I had a ton of fun with it. I don't know whatever happened to him. But I'm hoping at some point in the Siege line we get another tank Megatron, maybe a leader tank Megatron, and it's maybe one of the sequel lines to Siege. There we go. I guess it's kind of looks like drone camera eyes and lights. That's what it seems to remind me of, which is kind of cool if this is like an unmanned drone tank. Now we have number 17. One of the things I know I need to do for my setup is get the a microphone up here with me. I know that'll be a big improvement on sound. But first I'm doing some soldering, and I'm going to get a lot more LEDs so this area is a lot brighter, but hopefully not too harsh. I'm trying to learn more about lighting. That's been a really cool part of this whole channel process, is just it's been an opportunity for me to learn more electrical stuff. I mean, I'm a mechanical engineer. I'm a mechanics guy. The electric stuff I've never really worried too much about. That's always been someone else or a partner's role on a team. So it's been a cool opportunity for me to fiddle more with circuits and things like that. There we go. What else do I have? Oh, maybe this was 19 and this was 18. I might change the way I'm looking at my information on the actual stickering instructions, because it's right now it doesn't have the biggest visual fidelity. I can't see it super well because my lighting kind of glares on it. There we go. Look at that. Oh, and that means I figured out those stickers. I wasn't sure which ones they were before. They have to be this one, which I totally missed the first time around. That brass stripe sits right here. There we go. So I've gone through the jet and the tank. I'm going to do a quick double check, but I think there we go. I think that's everything there. Yeah. So then we have the combined mode stickers. Everything else is just for the combined mode. There are these stickers, which is kind of hard to see, are meant for the canopy of the jet mode as kind of like a cell shading artistic stripe, but I'm gonna leave those off. I don't actually love the way it looks on the instructions. So we can go ahead and get him transformed, which is nice and easy. And again, making sure when you put stickers on, avoid those catch points, and it helps your sticker durability a whole heck of a lot. Flip, disengage here, flip these out, flip that down. And give me those hands. The other thing to consider is I need to figure out my chair setup. This position I'm using to try and get everything in front of the camera hopefully is not the most comfortable in the world. All right, and there he is all stickered up. And that's something interesting to me is, it's not all stickered up, but in bot mode. The sticker details are a lot more subtle in the robot mode. Most of them have ended up kind of on the side or on his back. It seems much more, the effect is much more prominent on his vehicle modes than his robot mode, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, I think it's a nice little accent in certain parts. And I know probably all the purple detail is not super accurate to whatever G1 source material cartoon or whatever you want to look at, but I like the visual interest that the pink and purple generates, so I would not have minded to see more. Oh, okay, so now I know these purples go right into Skytread's chest, which, oh, this one goes on this side because they're not perfectly symmetrical. Okay, so I was just talking shit about, oh yeah, they could have added more pink and purple, and you know, they're adding a little bit more with those dots. And again, I'm not going to do the eye sticker. I never really do the eye stickers. They don't stay super well. They tend to take paint away when they start coming off. And I've never really liked the way they look. Especially like, again, you've got this lovely red painted eye. What does this give you, really? I mean, I guess it gives you that cel-shaded look, but I don't think that's really worth it. Oh. Now maybe I'm mixed up on which... Ah, there it goes. That direction. So that helps a little. I still have these icons, the like military icons, I think. Does it look like they cover up these little holes? Which is nice where those pins are. I kind of wish it was a little bigger so it would cover the pin up all the way with maybe a pre-cut to let you fold and set it in there. But that is still a nice touch. There we go. Then what do we have left? Oh, right. We've got these guys, which sit right on his waist. Those are easily identifiable spots. Right there. Yeah, this is a nice little stickering process. The whole thing took, what, less than half an hour? Gives you some nice details. Would have wished for maybe some additional pink. Maybe if like they did a purple box or purple stripes that sat here and here, something that could have been really cool. But maybe they thought that was too flashy and showy. Oop. Did I just... Ah, there it is. And yeah, so no stickers for his weapons or anything, but I think this set provides some great detail for Skytread. It looks really good. He looks really good. And as always, we can compare him to Battletrap. So I do like that they offered some sort of cell shading to kind of match the way Battletrap's windshield bits work. But I would have preferred if I got two big blue stickers that would just sit all over the whole thing instead of applying a stripe on top of the blue paint. I don't think I'm going to apply that. Other than that, these boys look really, really good together. I am very happy with the set. Hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, check it out on Toyhax. They make good stuff. And I'll see you all next week. Have a great one.